सेंटर फोर्सेस ने टीयर गैस भी उनको प्रोटेस्टर को डिस्टर्ब करने के लिए टीयर गैस मारा भी तो जमीन पे मारना चाहिए। अगर उनको चोट आई तो पैर में लगे, इधर यहाँ वहां लगे तो हम मान सकते हैं, लेकिन वो टीयर गैस डायरेक्टली आंखों को कैसे फोड़ा, आंखों पे कैसे लगी, सर पे गहरी चोट आई, हाथ तोड़ी गई थी, कान और नाक में खून बहे थे। ये इन सब को मद्देनजर रखते हुए हम जो सेंटर फोर्सेस है 22 है ये कह सकते हैं।
The BSF and CRPF should not get trapped into the muddy political waters of Manipur. They should keep themselves above.
नमस्ते, स्वागत है आप सभी का मोजो मंच के एक नए एपिसोड में। आज का एपिसोड थोड़ा सा सेंसिटिव है और बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट मुद्दे को लेकर है। मणिपुर में पिछले 1.5 साल से, बल्कि अब 20 महीने हो गए हैं, जो कुछ हो रहा है वो देश के लिए बेहद चिंता का विषय है। एक कॉन्फ्लिक्ट जिसके चलते दर्जनों जाने जा चुकी हैं, बहुत से लोग घायल हुए हैं, कई लोगों को अनाथ होना पड़ा, घर जलाए गए, तमाम वो चीज़ें जो देश का एक नागरिक होने के नाते ना आप चाहते हैं कि इस देश में हो और ना मैं चाहता हूँ। लेकिन सरकारें क्या कर रही हैं, ये एक बड़ा सवाल बना हुआ है। मणिपुर में 2 कम्युनिटीज़, कुकीज़ वर्सेस मेतीज़ का ये कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, जिसके चलते आए दिन कोई ना कोई दुखद खबर हमें मिलती रहती है। आज मैं यहाँ पहुँचा हूँ, एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की गई कुकी जो फोरम द्वारा, जिसमें कुछ बातें बताई गई और जो कुछ एट्रोसिटीज हुई कुकीज़ के ऊपर पिछले 18-20 महीने में, उनका जिक्र हुआ। लेकिन उससे महत्वपूर्ण एक सवाल और एक एलिगेशन जिसको लेकर चर्चा हुई इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में, उसको लेकर मैं आपसे बात करूंगा। हाय मैम, थैंक यू फॉर स्पीकिंग टू अस। आप ये माइक पकड़ सकती हैं। आई विल आस्क द क्वेश्चन। इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में हमने कुकीज़ के ऊपर जो भी एट्रोसिटीज हुआ, किस किस की जान गई, सबके बारे में बात किया, एंड विच इज़ वेरी सैड। मैं उस पर आना चाहूँगा, बट बिफोर दैट साइबोल में जो भी हुआ उसको लेकर इंसिडेंट का जिक्र किया गया और आप लोगों ने कहा कि बीएसएफ एंड सीआरपीएफ की एक पर्टिकुलर बटालियन ने 22 तरीके से अप्रोच किया, क्योंकि महिलाओं के साथ उन्होंने गलत व्यवहार किया। मोलेस्टेशन का भी आप लोगों ने एलिगेशन लगाया, उसके बारे में आप मुझे बताइए, बिकॉज एज अ जर्नलिस्ट आई सी इट एज अ सीरियस एलिगेशन और इस पर तमाम तरह के सवाल उठ सकते हैं। तो मैं चाहूँगा आप उसको थोड़ा बताएं कि क्या हुआ।
जी साइबोल में जो हुआ हादसा है, ये हमारा मानना है कि बहुत गलत है, क्योंकि मैंने अभी भी बोली थी कि वहाँ पे जो सेंट्रल फोर्सेस को हम भरोसा करते हैं कि अगर वो सेंट्रल फोर्सेस कांगपोकपी हिल डिस्ट्रिक्ट का जो पुलिस जुरिडिक्शन के अंदर
जी,
जो हमारे ट्राइबल्स पुलिस के साथ रहने वाले सेंटर फोर्स जाते तो इतने हादसा नहीं होते। और हमें ऐसा लगता है कि वहाँ पे जो सीआरपीएफ और बीएसएफ के साथ कहीं ना कहीं पुलिस कमांडो यानी कि स्टेट स्पॉन्सर स्टेट फोर्स
मणिपुर पुलिस
यानी कि वैली पुलिस वो भी मौजूद है, वो भी शामिल है। हमारा यही मानना है। और अगर जब जैसे मैंने कहा, गृह मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी ने बफर जोन बनाई गई थी, तब से पुलिस भी सेपरेट हो चुकी है। हमारे हिल ट्राइबल्स की पुलिस जो है हिल में रहते हैं, वैली का पुलिस जो है वैली में रहती है। तो अभी
एक नॉन ऑफिशियल सेपरेशन आप बता रहे हो, ऐसा
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल हाँ, क्योंकि वहाँ पे चाहे यूनिफॉर्म हो चाहे कैसे भी हो, कोई भी कुकी विद यूनिफॉर्म के साथ भी इंफार के अंदर नहीं जा सकते हैं
जी।
और इसलिए वहाँ पे जो अगर पुलिस वहाँ पे जो सेंटर फोर्सेस है उनको जाना जरूरी है भी। तो जैसे मैंने कहा, जो हिल ट्राइबल्स की पुलिस के साथ में काम करने वाले रहने वाले वो सेंटर फोर्सेस जाते तो ऐसा नहीं होता, ये हमारा भरोसा है
जी। तो आपको जो आपने कहा कि अगर ट्राइबल फोर्सेस या पुलिस के लोग होते सेंट्रल फोर्सेस के साथ तो ऐसा नहीं होता, या जिन लोगों को चोटें आई, जिन महिलाओं को चोटें आई वो नहीं आती। आपको इसमें ये नजर आता है कि आप ये कहना चाह रहे हो कि बायस है सेंट्रल फोर्सेस सीआरपीएफ को पर्टिकुलर। आपको ऐसा क्यों लगता है मैम, कि क्या आपको लगता है फोर्सेज में जो जवान तैनात हैं उनका एक इंडिविजुअल बायसनेस है मेतीज और कुकीज के बीच में, या आपको लगता है उनको डायरेक्शंस ऐसे दिए गए क्योंकि सेंट्रल फोर्स जो है मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स द्वारा ऑपरेट की जाती है। तो और बीरेन सिंह साहब के ऊपर लगातार ये आरोप लगता रहा है कि वो मेतीस को फेवर करते हैं, आप लोग भी एलिगेशन लगाते हो, तो आपको लगता है ऐसा डायरेक्शन दिया गया था उनको या क्या और कारण हो सकता है?
ये हम सीधा किसी के ऊपर आरोप तो नहीं लगा सकते हैं
जी।
लेकिन जैसे मैंने कहा अगर बायस नहीं होते तो जो प्रोटेस्टर है अनाम वुमेन है ना
जी।
हथियार भी नहीं थे उनके पास, वो
और वो
लोग खड़े
प्रोटेस्ट
थे,
कर रही थी
प्रोटेस्ट कर रही थी कि अपनी बंकर्स को बचाने के लिए जो खड़े थे महिलाएं
जी।
उनके ऊपर अगर सेंटर फोर्सेस ने टीयर गैस भी उनको प्रोटेस्टर को डिस्टर्ब करने के लिए टीयर गैस मारा भी तो जमीन पे मारना चाहिए। अगर उनको चोट आई तो पैर में लगे, इधर यहाँ वहां लगे तो हम मान सकते हैं, लेकिन वो टीयर गैस डायरेक्टली आंखों को कैसे फोड़ा, आंखों पे कैसे लगी, सर पे गहरी चोट आई, हाथ तोड़ी गई थी, कान और नाक में खून बहे थे। ये इन सब को मद्देनजर रखते हुए हम जो सेंटर फोर्सेस है 22 है ये कह सकते हैं।
जी। मैं एक मैम से सवाल करना चाहूँगा। मैम जी मैम आप एक्स MP रहे हो, यू हैव बीन अ पॉलिटिशियन, यू आर स्टिल अ पॉलिटिशियन। अभी कुछ दिन पहले यस जी थैंक यू कुछ दिन पहले बीरेन सिंह का एक स्टेटमेंट सामने आया जिसमें उन्होंने माफ़ी मांगी, ही सेड सॉरी, एंड उसको लेकर मीडिया पर काफ़ी बातें हुई। बीरेन सिंह इज कॉन्स्टेंटली एलेज्ड कि वो बायस है टुवर्ड्स द मेतीस, बहुत सारे किसी लोग ये कहते हैं। पहले तो आप मुझे बताइए आपका उसमें क्या मानना है, और दूसरा जो माफ़ी आई बीरेन सिंह की तरफ से, आपको लगता है वो लेट हुई या वो कुछ पहले उस पर रिएक्ट करते, या रेजिग्नेशन की जो डिमांड हुई थी उनके ऊपर अगर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट कुछ एक्शन देती तो थिंग्स कुड हैव बीन बेटर, ऐसा आपको लगता है?
Actually, Biren Singh being the chief minister of Manipur, he should be looking at all the communities as his own children.
Right.
But very unfortunately, he is very much communal and very, very, what do I say, absolutely biased, against the Kukis or tribal people.
Right.
Yes. So, under Biren Singh, I do not think any peace would come. And as I said, the Kukizo people have now come to a stage where the wound has gone too deep to return. Where would they go? I have no house in Delhi.
Yeah.
I had one house in Imphal, and that's been finished. And I did not have a house in the hill areas. So I came running here and I'm staying with friends, So this is our plight. So under Biren Singh, I do not think anything constructive is going to take place.
Right. I absolutely understand what your situation is, ma'am. And we as a channel have been covering Manipur conflict for a while now.
Yes.
And we have seen people who are suffering from both the communities, from Meiteis as well as from Kukis. But one serious question which I want to ask is, today there has been an allegation which has been put on the security forces, on CRPF and BSF, that they behaved in a biased manner.
Yes.
Which is actually a very sensitive allegation if I talk to you about it. So I want to know more about it. Is this an allegation on that particular battalion, or now you believe that the security forces have started acting in a biased manner? And if so, if that is an allegation, what makes you think
Security
that?
forces, especially the BSF and CRPF,
Yeah.
should not get trapped into the muddy political waters of Manipur. They should keep themselves above.
You think they're being trapped as of now? Do you think?
Listen to P.K. Mishra's speech. P.K. Mishra's words. He totally condemned the tribal Kukizo people.
My last question to you, ma'am. How do you see this whole situation ending? What do you see the conclusion of it? You have mentioned it earlier that separate administration is one of the things that you guys have been asking for a while.
Well, the thing is when you are pushed to the wall, you have no place to go. You are asking now, give me a place.
Yes.
Give me a place. If you don't want to say separate administration, forget that. But give us a place. It's the same thing, right?
A place which is administered by cookie people and cookie officers.
So that we are safe, so that we are not wiped out.
All right.
So that we survive, because we just have to survive.
Do you want to send a message to the Home Minister or Prime Minister to this video? What would you like to tell them?
Yes. I would really like to tell them that the Cookizo people must survive and our lives matter.
All right, thank you. आपने सुना जो उन्होंने बात कही कि बड़ा एलिगेशन सेंट्रल आर्म पुलिस फोर्सेस जिसके अंदर सीआरपीएफ भी आती है, सीआईएसएफ भी आती है, बीएसएफ भी आती है, तमाम उसके अंदर फोर्सेस आती हैं, आईटीबीपी आती है, लेकिन सीआरपीएफ को और बीएसएफ को डिप्लॉय किया गया था इस इलाके में कांगपोकपी डिस्ट्रिक्ट के अंदर असम राइफल्स की जगह। असम राइफल्स जो कि अगेन मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स द्वारा एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की जाने वाली एक फोर्स है, सेंट्रल फोर्स है। अब एक बहुत बड़ा एलिगेशन जिसको हम एलिगेशन ही कहना ठीक होगा क्योंकि उस पर किसी तरह की कोई इन्वेस्टिगेशन, कोई पुष्टि नहीं हुई है, वो कुकी महिलाओं की तरफ से इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में आज ही लगाया गया कि सीआरपीएफ और बीएसएफ के जवान जो हैं वो बायस होकर ऑपरेशंस को अंजाम दे रहे हैं मणिपुर के अंदर, जिसकी वजह से ये मांग की जा रही है कि इंडियन आर्मी को लेकर आया जाए। लेकिन ये बहुत ही एक सेंसिटिव एलिगेशन है क्योंकि जब आप सीआरपीएफ की किसी बटालियन के ऊपर सवाल उठाते हैं या उनके कॉन्डक्ट को लेकर आप कहते हैं कि ये बायस था, तो आप ये भी समझिए कि आप सीआरपीएफ को एज अ फोर्स उनके डिसिप्लिन को कहीं ना कहीं चैलेंज कर रहे हैं, जो कि आप कर सकते हैं, लेकिन उसका कितना औचित्य है ये एक महत्वपूर्ण विषय है। बहुत सारी कुकी महिलाओं के साथ बहुत सारा गलत व्यवहार हुआ है पिछले 20 महीनों में, तो वहीं कुछ मेहतीज भी ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने गलत व्यवहार का सामना किया है, जिनको मारा गया, जलाया गया, कुकीज को भी जलाया गया, मारा गया। लेकिन आज मॉलेस्टेशन के आरोप लगे हैं सीआरपीएफ के जवानों के ऊपर, बीएसएफ के जवानों के ऊपर, जिन पर आपकी क्या राय है हमें कमेंट करके बताइए। मुझे स्टोरी इसकी पुष्टि नहीं करता है, लेकिन एक महिलाओं की तरफ से आने वाला ये बड़ा आरोप है। मैं और कुछ लोगों से बात करने की कोशिश करूंगा, उनकी राय जानूंगा क्या है इस विषय पर। During the press conference, there were some allegations made on the security forces. It was specifically mentioned the CRPF and BSF battalions have been acting in a biased manner, which I consider to be a very sensitive statement, and you may agree with it. So it was also proposed that NIA should intervene actually, and there should be an unbiased investigation. So is this a statement being made from Cookizo Forum that the security forces which are operated under the Ministry of Home Affairs are acting biased? And if so, if there is an allegation, what makes you say that?
I think bias in the sense, like if you look at the incident,
Yeah.
when Assam Rifle was looking after the buffer zone, there was hardly any incident. The Meitei were in their area, the Cookizo were in their area, and very much even violence was curtailed. That was the reason why the Cookizo also asked Assam Rifle to stay, because they know which group, whose security forces were doing the right job for both the community, in spite of their request. Nobody hear the request of the Cookizo people, and then these new security forces were placed.
Yeah.
If you look at after this CRPF and BSF and other things, it seems like they were acting as a Trojans for the meeting. Like, and then these guys, especially Manipur police, these guys themselves, and then mingle with them, so they become the reason why the Meitei police have access to the Kuki land. That is the reason why the Cookizo feel they are biased. And the way they treat the Meitei women, the Meira Pipes were checking the iCard of the security forces. That time Hasaske, they kind of disperse them. But when it comes to the Kuki women, how on earth you, being the security forces of the country, take the eyes of the women? How on earth? You're not even allowed to shoot above the waistline.
Right.
And also, if you look at the place where the incident happened, it is a Kuki village. How come you allow the Meitei to go inside
and do the checking, the joint combination, the combing operation is allowed to be done in a Kuki village through these security forces. That is why the Kukis all feel they are very, very biased. And also, there was also another reason why the Kukis all don't want the valley-based CRPF to come into the hills.
What reason?
The reason being, it's very much controlled by the state, and the head of the state is N. Biren Singh again. So if N. Biren Singh and his militia direct and his security forces, it will be biased. That is what the women people, the Kuki people are feeling.
And you think Biren Singh has an influence of what directions are being made to the CRPF and BSF because they are central forces?
Without the state order, nobody will act. The state still exists. Biren still the chief minister, and the whole country knows that. Without the knowledge of the chief minister and without his direction, nothing will happen in the state.
But why I'm asking that is because Biren Singh government cannot pass an order to CRPF and BSF because they are central forces. So are you in a state where you believe that there is an influence of what Biren Singh wants to do? Because that again is an allegation we cannot.
Let's not forget that the center and the state, are the same political party. Let's not forget that.
They are.
I don't know how true this will be if the chief minister is from another party. Let's imagine for a moment, you and I can imagine that if N. Biren Singh is not the center party, the one who holds the power in the center, if he is not from this party, it will have been the other way around. 2 years is a long time for this incompetent chief minister to be still acting as a chief minister. 2 years is a long time to show that how incompetent he is. And then he is a part of this problem. The person who is a part of this problem is ruling the state. Who will gain ground on that? That you can answer me.
No, I can understand what you're trying to say. There was also a news coming up where Biren Singh stood up and he apologized for whatever has been happening. But do you consider it as a political move, or do you think that
it looked as if it is just a lip service, because he said the same thing last year. And apology, a genuine apology has to be accepted by everyone, but a genuine apology will be followed by action. What action has he taken in his apology? Is he owning up to the violence that is started by him? And then why don't he, as a person who is behind this, resign from his seat? I think before he went apologize, he should step down. He should take up the responsibility of messing Manipur, splitting Manipur into two. Before N. Biren Singh, all these things never happened.
Correct.
And sadly, many people in authority also say that, well, today in internet world, this thing happened in the past. You know, the whole world is in turmoil because of internet. We get to see more of violence. I will not agree with this. You know, as long as I am here on this earth, I'm 50 years old. I have never seen Manipur in this state. I have never seen 200 churches burned down. I have never seen 70,000+ people homeless. I have never seen, you know, a Christmas of the cookies or cease to exist in Imphal Valley. I have never seen a woman paraded naked and make a video viral and the perpetrator are scot-free. I have never seen this kind of Manipur where a baby is burned in the ambulance with a mother. I have never seen 150 body buried in one day. I have never seen a woman brain extract from the skull. The brain is lying next to her house and the perpetrator are roaming free. I have never seen that kind of Manipur. In fact, that kind of India that we are today. The India we know in the past and the India we know today are totally separate. Different now. Then why do we blame social media if rape happened? It happened everywhere. Rather than solving the problem, I have never seen a young girl given by the Meitei to be raped, killed. What kind of mother are there? Look at the Kuki. You know, even the Meitei staying in Churachandpur were escorted peacefully
Right.
peacefully. And on top of that, when the news is not even proven, even the body that was taken out from the river, geographically, if you look at those geographical area, doesn't seems that it's conducted by the Kuki people. Geographically, it's impossible. Barak River is not under, those Kuki land.
Yes.
So I feel everyone is biased, not only the center forces, even the police station. Many of the Kuki villages are still under the police station that is ruled by the Meitei. I want to point out this loud and clear. Many police stations in Manipur, which is head by the Meitei, is controlling the Kuki. So it's bias everywhere. And when the Kuki say something, their voices are never, highlighted.
I mean, none of us want all of this to happen, ma'am. My last question to you is because we have been covering stories, and you have been on our shows multiple times, and we have heard stories from Meiteis as well, that how Meitei women have been suffering or they have been tortured as well. So I want to know from you, how do you see this all ending if this is how it is, and if Kukis and Meiteis cannot live together?
We said it once. We said it many times. I will repeat again.
Yes.
As we are separated physically, emotionally, mentally, geographically, the only thing we need is legally we should be separated.
And what do
How
you think
can
is
we
stopping the government from
trust?
taking this?
Well, like I said, you never know. Maybe Biren is well protected by the central government. Maybe it just is, it's a lot of things going on in our head. How come a tiny state, Manipur, which is like, if I'm not mistaken, 60,000 men in uniform are already placed over there. How come they can't stop the violence? It's a big question. How come even day before yesterday, one Kuki house was burned just behind the CM bungalows in Imphal Valley? How come burning of house still continue? Who allow them? How come, and also, why are the government not taking the right step? Any cookies out today, the one and only airport in Imphal is not accessible to them. 2 years that you cannot travel home. 2 years that you cannot, forget the living, even the dead bodies. If any dear and near one that, somebody died outside Manipur, say in all this metro city, even the dead body, the coffin cannot be sent through Imphal airport because there is nobody who will clear the cargo. So even the dead body has to go through the neighboring state and then enter from the border. Can you imagine that? It's not only the people who are alive, even the dead body of their. So if you have a relative who passed away in Manipur, you're not likely to, be there to say a final goodbye to them. If anybody died outside, again, that has to be brought through the neighboring state, Mizoram. So that kind of state is what we are in today, Manipur. And everybody say, forget and move on. Forget, forgive and move on. Forget, forgive and move on has to be, has a drastic change has to be taken in the center. It has to be debated in parliament. What is fueling this violence? One has to study, and also why are the Meitei demanding ST? That also has to be studied thoroughly. What about the natural resources that is sold without the knowledge of the tribal? That has to be studied. And also, people say it's political. I think it is communal as well. If not, why do they burn the churches of even the Meitei? Why do they burn all the churches of Kukizo in Imphal? Why do they mock Jesus Christ and put the Sarai Taret of their flag, piercing on Jesus' body? Why do they go to the church pew and mock at the Holy Sacrament? If it is not communal, yes, I think it is also communal in nature.
Yeah, I would rather not comment on it, but what I'm more concerned about is the way security forces and the administration have been behaving to solve this issue all. What the key takeaway, what I'm taking away from this press conference is that there's this allegation of security forces now being biased. Either it is due to the influence of Manipur police, which you say are mostly
they are used as the Trojans. Anytime security forces advance towards the Kuki land, who do they brought along with them? Who do they brought along with them? The Ziribam incident. Just study yourself who was the commanding officer of the security forces.
So do you
where
also,
all the 10 boys
also
were.
stand with the fact that Indian Army should be deployed in Manipur now?
Well, I think the first thing is dissolve the chief minister. Let him resign. And then president rule has to be imposed. And then let's try president rule for a few months and see how it works. The first thing is violence has to stop. For that to stop, the chief minister of Manipur has to step down. There is no if and but for that. He is not capable. If he is, it would have been different now. when Imphal started burning, where were the Manipur police that time? Why didn't we deploy them? How come in 2 days such a big city? How come such a big city in 2 days every Pukizo was captured in the army camp? How come? Where are the police? Now the same police is used against Pukizo.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking to us. आपने इनकी बात सुनी and what allegation she has made is about सेंट्रल पुलिस फोर्सेस का बायस होना, जो कि एक बेहद सेंसिटिव एलिगेशन है। और ऐसा नहीं है कि हम मोजो स्टोरी एक चैनल के तौर पर किसी भी एक समुदाय का जो है समर्थन करता हो, क्योंकि जो कि ट्राइब्स हैं और मेती जो कि एक एथनिक ग्रुप है, हम किसी का समर्थन या किसी का विरोध नहीं करते हैं। हम समर्थन करते हैं सिर्फ एक फैक्ट का, जो ये है कि कोई भी इंसान जब किसी भी बर्बरता का, एट्रोसिटी का शिकार होता है तो वो और उसका परिवार न्याय का अधिकार रखता है, और उससे ज़रूरी इन एट्रोसिटीज़ को जितना जल्द रोका जा सके वो ज़रूरी है। एक बड़ा एलिगेशन इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में सेंट्रल फोर्सेस के ऊपर लगाया गया। आपकी क्या राय है, हमें कमेंट करके बताइए। मोजो स्टोरी आप तक ये कहानियाँ लेकर आता रहेगा। हम कोशिश करेंगे कि अगले पक्ष में आपको मेतीज़ की बात ज़रूर सुनाई जाए। तब तक आप मोजो स्टोरी देखते रहिए। कैमरा पर्सन मनोज लाल के साथ मोजो स्टोरी के लिए हर्षित शर्मा।